Howdy y'all, we're going to be working on a sugarcane farm today. Started out really simple with a trench that's basically 8 spaces long plus one more so that we can put our collection area down there. In the beginning of the trench we are going to place a bucket of water. You can see that it flows all that way. This is so that once we go to harvest our sugar cane, it'll all be pushed down to the collection area. We can put in our sugar cane. Whoa, it's not supposed to do that. That's alright, because we can build that back.
And block the water.
And we're going to build that at basically 8 stalks on each side. All except for that area right there, and we'll come back on the other side. Now then, behind this, we are going to need any type of solid block. It does not matter necessarily. And we're going to, again, go all the way down. I'm using dirt just because it's cheap. Get it? It's dirt cheap. But you can use whatever you want to make it look fancy. Once you have your dirt piled up there, we are actually going to take a piston, which is, we've got it number 7 here, and we're going to place one on top of each one of these solid blocks. Come right across here.
Do the same thing.
Do the same thing. If you hear a secondary voice in the background of this video, it is my son Brian giving me a hand. And I don't know what happened to those other pistons, which that kind of scares me. Oh, we have extras like sticking up over here in different places.
Because they're floating.
Okay. Also, now behind here again, you're going to come right behind these pistons.
And put any solid block that you want.
Yep, any solid block that you want. And some of these we're going to have to build up a little bit bigger. Go on the other side. Do the same thing. And of course, this is where you are going to put your redstone repeaters so that each one of these can get a signal. Go on the other side.
And do the exact same thing.
And yes, do the exact same thing. Thank you, Brian.
I'm just here to give
Now, mind you, this is our first video, so please forgive us if we
make any mistakes.
Look like goofballs sometimes, but you know, I need some help because I'm just too short to reach up there. Okay, there's the repeaters again. We're going to come along back here with solid blocks again.
Any type you want.
Again, any type, yep, as Brian pointed out, any type you want.
It could be anything like terracotta, anything that you like, guys.
So what is your favorite block to build with when you're doing something like this?
My favorite type of block is basically anything that I can find that I like. Basically, I use black terracotta for anything that I build, so
now then,
take my advice.
Behind this, we are going to put our redstone.
Redstone. So the redstone repeaters could get a signal from the redstone.
This is what's going to carry signal to all of our redstone repeaters.
And the repeaters will transfer the signal to the pistons.
Yep. And if you ever want to test this theory, you can simply stick a redstone torch there and be good. So now what we're going to do is we're going to build 2 solid blocks here.
Any type. Again.
I'm going to build one here so that I have
a stairway,
a platform. And we're going to use the observer block here. Now the observer block, you definitely want his little
does it do, Dad?
trigger hole coming out the back so that he is actually watching the top of this stalk of sugarcane. So now you're also going to have to put another solid block here.
And make a little stairway.
And then we will put our
Observer block.
redstone here.
Oh yeah.
And then again, we're going to step down our redstone here. That grass is in the way. So then redstone.
If there's anything in your way, guys, just make sure you destroy it.
I didn't want it destroyed like that. Come on.
As we said, this is our only first video.
So now then, what's going to happen, or what should happen,
is put the redstone along.
You put your redstone along on both sides so that you connect both sides of all your repeaters. Oops. That was not supposed to trigger, so we'll have to build that back. And
we take our redstone.
Actually, we need dirt first.
Ooh.
Then redstone. Redstone, 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 redstone. So now, this is the deal. We should be able to make this grow up to where it's blocking the observer block. And that should trigger both sides. If you did not see that, we'll try this again. See if I can get a better angle. Nope. Come on. And you just saw all of your
pistons
trigger and harvest all your... So now this is only going to trigger when this one hits 3 high. So hopefully in the normal course of things, most of your others will naturally hit 3 high, and you will be in good shape. Now, down here, we are actually going to dig this out a little bit. We're going to put a chest, which I don't have in my inventory.
It's basically a chest that collects your things if you put a dropper.
Yep. And so now we have our chest put in right here, and down here in the back we are going to remember you have to squat down with shift. Oh, come on now.
But don't break your chest.
Yeah, don't break your chest like I just did. I think I'm having a short in my mouse because it wants to do crazy things.
Where's your chest backwards?
It's not backwards, it's just there. Now I'm behind it. So now, we start out with an open chest. We open it up, there's nothing in it, right? So now we are going through the magic of Minecraft.
The magic.
I'm actually going to use a piston just for entertainment. And we're going to grow all of these. Oops, I can't do it.
What the heck?
Okay, it is getting nighttime and I am getting scared.
You should be.
So I'm going to do whatever Minecraft user does. I'm going to reset the time. Today.
So you guys can see clearly.
And it didn't do it.
It's time set day.
There we go. Oh.
And there's llamas llama's here.
What's the llama doing? Okay, so
So as you see behind
again,
us,
we're
don't,
going to
don't
trigger
worry
this.
behind us.
And it harvests and it floats down. See, it's not 100% lossless, but that's all right because now we come down here and look, in that single trigger with just one side, we have 6 sugarcane. Over time, this will build up relatively quickly. So, but this is cheap, easy to do. You can scale this and make it longer, or
Short.
more of them side by side, so that you do get more sugarcane. But this is just, I have found this pretty accurate. So thank you very much. Have a good evening.